Hello and welcome. My name is Matthias Schwenteck. I am with Betty Martin and Robin Dahlson, one of the co-founder of the School of Consent. Betty Martin developed the Wheel of Consent in her practice about 10 years ago. We learn in early age that having consent is important, so the concept of consent is nothing really new. But the distinction that the Wheel of Consent offers is a difference between who is doing and who is it for, because these are two different aspects. When we look at who is it for, we're referring to giving a gift or receiving a gift. Giving a gift in this dynamic is related to what are you willing to give, based on making an offer and your limits. Receiving a gift is related to your desire and asking for what you want by making a request. The other dynamic here is a doing aspect, where someone is done to. These two different dynamics combined is creating the four different qualities we call the quadrants. When somebody is asking another for what they want, may I? Yes, you may. Or, will you? Yes, I will. Only with these questions answered, we are creating an agreement that gives the quadrants their name. Take, where the action goes this way. Allow, where the gift goes the other way. Serve, where the action and the gift goes the same way, and accept. This agreement is what we call the Wheel of Consent. Without these agreements, the quadrants and the wheel simply doesn't exist. The origin of the two questions are from the 3-minute game from Harry Faddies, making two offerings. What do you want me to do to you? And what do you want to do to me? Betty Martin narrowed these two broad offerings down related to touch. How do you want me to touch you? And how do you want to touch me? The Wheel of Consent is literally a visual concept of what happens when two people asking another these two questions when they play the 3-minute game. What we really emphasize in the teachings of the Wheel of Consent is the importance of the taking quadrant and the inflow of sensual stimuli when we're waking up the hands by feeling an object or another person. Here is where we differentiate between the direct route, the sensory experience of pleasure, while we choose an action for our own benefit, and the indirect route. Our action for our benefit is causing a reaction in the other person, and this reaction gives us pleasure. Pleasure through the indirect route is important when people connect, but we call it an extra or a bonus in this praxis. When we don't know how to access the direct route, we are most likely dependent on the other person's reaction, and the entire taking quadrant remains as a scary mystery. Without the direct route embodied, we really don't know that we can ask for receiving pleasure through touch, and we probably do all kinds of things to get our needs met. And I refer here to touch and pleasure as a physical and emotional need of intimacy and connection between humans in general. And that leads us to the shadow aspects outside of the wheel. Just to mention here a few like abuse, endure, pleasing, or entitled. To avoid and integrate the shadows and embody the Wheel of Consent, we recommend to open up the inflow of the direct route and feel an object first for a few minutes a day, for a few weeks, and then to play the 3-minute game a few hundred times with your partner or a few hundred different people if you like. I hope you enjoy the practice of the Wheel of Consent and have fun playing. For more information on trainings for individuals, couples and professionals, please visit www.schoolofconsent.org. For waking up the hands, please visit the Facebook group in the section below. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Goodbye.